Welcome to Sebring, the home of endurance racing in the USA. A huge event. We're expecting over 100,000 people here this weekend.
Race fans from across America gathered for the second round of the Tudor United Sportscar Championship to watch an international grid of 47 cars attacking the infamous 3.7-mile Sebring track.
Sebring's phenomenal. To me, it always feels like it's the start of the year. You know, here we are in March, it's roasting hot today.
It's very challenging, not only for the team, for the mechanics. Very technical, very bumpy, and to go around here for 12 hours is not an easy task.
So the first sort of hot race of the year, and then you finish in the pitch black. You know, the lighting around here is basically none.
There's no place else in the world that's like this, that has the difficulty in pavement changes, car setup. So I mean, you can just go on and on forever listing the things that make Sebring special.
At the championship opener in Daytona, the prototype frontrunners finished just seconds apart after 24 hours of racing, but a more attritional race was expected here.
I think the prototype class is pretty competitive this year. The same usual guys, Action Express, Ganassi, Spirit of Daytona. Every race we go to, pretty much all of those guys can win in our class.
In the GTLM class, Corvette were hoping to follow up on their Daytona success, while Porsche were looking to defend their 2014 Sebring title.
We have some big goals this weekend. You know, the 912 car won the race last year, so I think the team's good. We've got a good driver lineup, so we've got a good chance. But at the end of the day, it's 12-hour racing or endurance racing, so anything can happen.
I think it's going to be 12 hours of sprint racing, just like Daytona was 24 hours of sprint racing.
2 days of intense practice were followed by an even tougher qualifying session with a track temperature of well over 100 degrees. A surprising but well-earned pole for Krohn Racing in the prototypes, and the Porsches leading the way in GTLM.
I think it's going to be a lot about how you strategize the race, make sure you take care of both the drivers in this heat, but also make sure you take care of your brakes and tires and gearbox and so forth.
It's always nice to start on pole, and we have high hopes for the race, so we have to just keep her in one piece for 10 or 11 hours, and then we do some hard racing at the end.
We qualified 9th, which for us is not what we expect to do and want to be a lot further up, but hopefully we can move up the grid substantially throughout the race.
With the pre-race pageantry over, it was time for the green flag to drop.
30,000 horsepower coming to the line, the green flag flies, and DL in the open top car gets the best start. He could lead down towards turn 1, but look at the Coupe to the outside. Ollie Plar's not going to make it easy and goes back into the lead. Meanwhile, in the GTs, the Corvette, the yellow car, splitting the two Porsches.
A couple of hours in, and the prototypes of Action Express, Chip Ganassi and Visit Florida Racing were all tussling for the overall lead, whilst in the GTLM class, Porsche had a strong grip on the top 2 spots. For Corvette, there were early issues as the number 4 stopped to reset its systems, but the old track had worse in store for others.
Osnegri's gone off. Oh, he's hit the wall really hard trying to go past the 17 Porsche. John Potter in the 44 Porsche. Oh dear, he's hit the Ferrari. That's the Magnussen car off on the back straight.
As the track cooled at dusk, the Action Express number 5 car was building a solid overall lead. In GTLM, Porsche North America's number 911 was comfortably ahead of the rest of the field.
The sun's coming down, the temperature's coming down, and it's how we wanted the car to be set ready for the end of the race, so the car's really coming on strong. It looks good with both cars, it's looking good.
As night fell, Corvette's 4 car finally gave up the ghost.
Oh, he's in the wall again. Ollie Gavin's race is over. It's a broken brake return spring.
But all wasn't lost for the US marque. The sister car was keeping up the pressure on the Porsches. For the overall, however, Action Express had got away from round 1 winners Ganassi and the rest of the challengers, and with half an hour to go, they were looking unbeatable.
The job is pretty much done now. It's just about bringing it home, and it's always a pretty stressful moment because it's yours to lose.
The GTLM class leader comes in. This should be routine. Oh, it's a disaster. The left rear wheel. They can't get the nut off. This is great news for Corvette.
With the sister Porsche suffering gearbox problems, it got even better for Corvette as the 3 car inherited the lead.
Well, right now it's looking pretty good. We're in the lead. We can go to the end. I'm not sure that the guys behind us, they're a little bit faster than us, but we're pretty sure they got to stop.
While Visit Florida Racing moved into second, Wayne Taylor's boys stole 3rd spot from Ganassi. But But up ahead, it was Action Express with João Barbosa steering the team towards an historic victory.
Action Express are the first Chevy engine winners overall at Sebring for 50 years, and Chevy sweep the podium.
Great job, guys. Great job.
In GTLM, Corvette's number 3, Magnussen, Briscoe and Garcia back-to-back wins at Daytona and Sebring. Extraordinary.
Fantastic race. Towards the end there, it got really exciting, but the strategy, played right into our hands.